I like maps. City maps, province maps, country maps, continent maps, world maps. I like map games
Hey, Spymaster, how would you like to die?
and games with maps. I don't know, I just like the way they look, especially when put on your wall. So much information on one piece of paper. Natural geography, human geography, topography, demography, climatology, meteorology, and showing the route to the nearest Olive Garden. I guess you could call me a connoisseur de cartographie. I've always had this interest since I was a kid, and I've always appreciated all kinds of maps. New and old, real and fictitious, abstract and accurate. I love them all. Well, except for those south up oriented maps. These things always find themselves in classrooms with teachers remarking, well, technically there's no rule that north has to be up. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's not going to become the new norm. Just looking at it gives me a headache. Just get that thing out of here. On another topic, the theory I have that explains the reason I love maps so much is because it combines two seemingly diametrically opposed applications: creative artistry and raw information. Maps have an artistic draw to them, which interests you with the appealing shapes of the continents and many islands while still holding and portraying to us information about cities and countries. Maps are essentially nicer looking graphs. The visual artistry is vital to allow the information to reach many more people than if it was just the information itself. I mean, have you ever seen a line graph on the wall in someone's room? Yeah, didn't think so. Fictional maps that show up in books and video games are perhaps even more engaging with the artistic aspect of maps, because many of these maps portray not our familiar world, but an entirely new one that can look entirely different. Not only do these fictional maps look cool, but they also tell the audience about the political situation in the world, as well as the location of major cities. It's a win-win for both the audience looking for interesting art and the author trying to show needed information to the audience. So if you're an author, go and draw some maps. I would suggest Incarnate. It's free and it looks pretty good. And that is why I love maps, and why I think more people should at least appreciate them a little more. Plus, they just look really cool. If you like this video, then consider subscribing for more. Also, follow me on Twitter